love proposal now. And before that, she touched his feet, and then she stood aside like a shy fawn. Fawn means she deer, penmon. So she stood like that. Uh, and then she just gave a sidelong glance to Rama with her eyes, which were like spear. I'll VC. And then she blessingly introduced herself. A formal introduction. Then Rama says, Tidil Varavaganim Tiruvaravisayoi, Yad Payar, Yad Kulam, all this comes. So then Rama says, come, welcome, because some guest has come into Parnashala, right? So he says, welcome to you, woman. So who are you? Why are you roaming around this forest? Please introduce yourself, Rama asks. Then she, in a very bombastic way, she introduces. There are many verses. It would take time, so I won't cite them. Puviloon, Pudalvan, Maindan, Pudalvi. Sevaloon, Tunaivanon, Singayon, Tangai. Dikkin, Mayalam, Tolettu. Velli, Malayedittu. Ulagam, Moonrum. Kavaloon, Pinnai. Kamavalliyam, Kanni. So I am the, I have come in Brahma's lineage, Brahma's descent. I am the sister of both the Kubera and Ravana. Ravana, who has lifted Shiva's mountain and who is the ruler of all the three worlds. I am his sister, she says. Then Rama asks, oh, okay. So you are the sister of a Rakshasa. Then how come you look so beautiful and so slender? Innocently, Rama asks this question. Then she says, Thuyavan Paniyamunnum Solluvál, Ammayaval Arakkarodu, Valvinai Madikkalade, Ayuru Manattenagi, Aram Talai Nirpadani, Tivinai Tia Notru, Devaril Pettra. Then she said, yeah, I am born of the Rakshasa descent, but I hate their ways. I don't like those rogues. I detest their deceit and violence. Having chosen good and rejected evil, I did a lot of penances. I expiated all my past sins and I obtained this beautiful form. That's what you see here. Then Rama keeps nodding when she says all this. Tamuru Kamat Tanmai, Tangale Uraitpadinbadu, Aminal Avadandral, Arungula Mahalikkamma. See, all well-born women, samskari women who are born in a good family, it is not proper for them to declare the love they feel. So she starts like this. So this is how she, see, here you see the difference between Valmiki and Kamban. So in Kamban, in Valmiki, she just comes and bluntly says that. But here, there is so much of, seduction, play involved. So she really comes as any girl, if she really wants to woo a boy that she really likes. So how she will come, how she will try to impress that boy, and how she will propose to her. All these things you see in Kamban's narration. Then she says, it is not proper for a girl to, give her heart, particularly a girl born in such a virtuous family like mine. It's not proper. But still, what to do? Emurum uyirku nove, yen seige, yarum ille, kamanendru oruvan seyyum vanmayai kathi. Who is there for me? I am enamored. I can't send some messenger to you in this forest. I don't have anyone. So I myself have come. I pine. Please save me from Kama, she says. Save me from Kama's arrows. So this is how she talks. Then Rama says, oh, okay, that's what you have come for. So now here we have heard of Rama's qualities as Purva Bhashi, Mita Bhashi, all that. Sundari, Marabir Kotta Tonmayin Tunivitchandral. Oh, girl, it's very nice that you have given your proposal, but what you say is not according to tradition. Why? Andanar Pavaini, Yan Arasaril Vanden. See, you are from a Brahmana descent. I am a Kshatriya. So what you say is not, even when you propose your love, it should be according to tradition. And what you say is not in accordance to tradition. Then she says, no, please don't reject right away. My own parents are a mixed pair, So it is a Rishi and Rakshasi pair, Vishwavasu and my mother. And then she says, there is something called Gandharva Vivaha, which is outlined in the Vedas. It has the sanction of the Vedas. You please marry me according to that. And then she says, what will happen if you do that? All these powerful Rakshasas will become your allies. And they will fall at your feet. And she says all this with a real interest of a young girl, trying to impress her potential lover. Rama keeps listening to all this. And then with a mocking smile on his lips, he says, Nirudardam arulum petreen, nin nalam petreen, ninnodu oruvarum selvattu yandum urayavum petreen. Ondru, Tirunagar தீர்ந்த பின்னர் செய்தவம் பயந்தது. என்ன வரிசிலை வடித்த தோளான் வாழ் எயிறு இலங்க நக்கான். So all 32 teeth of Rama are visible now. He is giving a broad smile and says this, oh girl, the grace of Rakshasas I am getting, no less. The joy of life being inseparable with you. How many boons my penance I have obtained. Since I left Ayodhya, what great fortune. So he said all this. So when this conversation on, Sita enters. Yeah, it is at that moment Sita enters. See, look at the drama that Kamban creates. So Rama is, it's a long conversation going on between a stranger girl who has come to the Parnashala. Rama is just standing there talking to her. Sita enters. Pennidai arasi, devar petranal varattal, pinnar mannidai maniyin vanda vanjiye polval. At that moment, she appeared as if she were a gift from the gods. Pennidai arasi, devar petranal varattal, mannidai maniyin vanda vanji. A queen of heaven sprung from the earth. Mannidai maniyin vanda vanji. The rare jewel-like Sita, she entered. So again, Kamban doesn't spare any chance describing Sita Saundaryam also. So wherever anyone, even when Ravana sees Sita, so he says, ஏயவள் மணிநிற மேனி காணுதற்கு ஆயிரம் நாட்டங்கள் இல்லையே என்று அல்லல் எழுதினான். So Ravana sees Sita, he says, I have only 20 eyes to see her. Like Indra, I don't have 1,000 eyes to see and appreciate her beauty. So this is how even Ravana talks. So here, so when Sita enters, Shurpanaka just sees her. She gets Sita Darshana. So what she saw, Kamban says, மீன் சுடர் விண்ணும் மண்ணும் விரிந்த போர் அரக்கர் என்னும் கான் சுட முளைத்த கற்பின் கனலியை கண்ணில் கண்டாள். She didn't see Sita. What did she see? That what person, the foolish, insensitive carnivore Rakshasi, she saw before her a flood of light issuing from the floor of chastity, Karpin Kanaliyai. And what is this light? The fiery light that would one day burn down the forest of the Rakshasa clan itself. Arakkar ennum kaan suda mulaitha karpin kanaliyai kannil kandal. And then Shurpanaka stands transfixed, gazing Sita's divine beauty. And then she thinks, oh, this is handsome man. She cannot be married. How can he be a married man? I saw him. I fall in love with him. He must be a bachelor. So this girl who is now coming here, she is also like an intruder and imposter like me. பொன்னை போல் பொருவும் மேனி பூவை போல் வண்ணன் இம்மின்னை போல் இடையாளோடும் மேவத்தாம் தகவன் அல்லன் இவள் என்னை போல் இடையே வந்தாள். So she is, he has come to the forest for some reason. She is also like an intruder. She is also trying to impress him. So then she says, so when Sita keeps coming near to the Rama, that moment, ஆயிடை அமுதின் வந்த அருந்ததி கற்பின் அஞ்சல் வேயிடை தோழினாலும், chaste Sita like Arundhati, when whose shoulders are slender like bamboo, ve idai tholinalum, veeranai cherum velai. When she keeps coming near Rama, நீ இடை வந்ததென்னை நிருததம் பாவை என்ன காய் எரி அணைய கள்ள உள்ளத்தாள் கதித்தலோடும். How dare you, a Rakshasi, you are coming near him. So Shurpanaka talks like this. Then Sita is very afraid. Anjinal, அஞ்சி அன்னம் மின்னிடை அலச ஓடி பஞ்சின் மெல் அடிகள் நோவ பதைத்தனள் பவளத்தின் வள்ளி என்ன குஞ்சரமனைய வீரன் குவவு தோள் தழுவிக்கொண்டாள். Then, terrified, her waist shaking, Sita comes and she hugs Rama's shoulders like a coral creeper that embraces a rain cloud. Again, Sita Rama Saundaryam, also Kamban keeps describing in many words. Then Rama warns Shurpanaka that till now Lakshmana is not in the scene in Kamba Ramayana. Okay, he is somewhere because he is always wandering around in the forest, seeing who is there and all that. So Lakshmana is not even there in the scene till now. So Rama warns, see, you have only seen two people here. There is a very furious brother whom I have. If he sees you, I can't assure what will happen. And then Rama and Sita, they go away into the Parnashala. That's it. And then the night falls. So in Kamban, it is a 2-day story because he doesn't want to finish the story so fast. Okay? Then the night falls. So Shurpanaka retracts. And then அழிந்த சிந்தையலாய் அயர் வாழ்வையின் மொழிந்த காம கடுங்கனல் மூண்டதால் வழிந்த நாகத்தின் வன் தொலை வாழெயிற்று இழிந்த கார் விடம் ஏறுவதென்னவே. In the night, she languished, Shurpanaka, her heart broken. The love within her, the lust within her, spread like a poison from the fangs of an angry cobra. See, the love grew. So he could have said the love grew like a creeper or it grew like a tree. But you see the metaphor Kamban gives. It spread through her like a poison from the fangs of an angry cobra. Nagathin van tolai vaal eitru. See how the poison climbs in the body of the cobra. That's how the lust spread through her body. And then the poets describe the sulking of Shurpanaka. It is not really a viraha vedana. It is a kama vedana born out of lust. She can't sleep. She can't sit. The lust on Rama is occupying her mind and body and everything. So she suffers a lot. In fact, Kamban describes it in very, very graphic terms. And the morning came. And still she was tormented with the unappeased lust. So immediately she rushes to the hermitage, early morning. See, that's how it is. And then she comes in the early morning, scene, so beautiful. See, Kamban becomes a cinematographer here. Every scene he describes so beautifully. Vandu nokkinal, vallal poi oru mani tadathil, sandhi nokkinan irundadu kandanal. She comes to the hermitage. She just puts her glance. How is the view? So the Parnashala is there, and away Rama is doing her Sandhya Vandanam. It's early morning. Oru manithadathil sandhi nokkinan irundadu kandanal. And then she sees a semi-dark Parnashala, and she sees Sita's figure there. Okay? But she doesn't see Lakshmana on the other side of the Parnashala guarding Sita. Okay? So she just sees Sita in semi-darkness, Rama away doing Sandhya Vandanam. தம்பி இந்து நோக்கிய முதலியை காத்து அயல் இருந்த கந்தம் நோக்கிய சாலையில் இருந்தது காணாள். So she sees Rama, she sees Sita, but not Lakshmana. With Rama away for her morning rites, she is seeing Sita alone. And full of malaise, she begins to trail Sita. The moment Lakshmana hears these footsteps, Nilladi enak kadiginan, Ennana ninaindan, Nilladi, stop. Lakshmana comes running. He gives her a kick. He pulls out his dagger. And then, of course, Mukkum Kadum Vem Muran Mulai Kangalum Murayal Pokiya Sinathudum Purikural Vittan. So he cut off her nose, ears, and nipples Ramayana in Tamil Nadu, where Lakshmana cuts nose, ears, and also nipples of Shurpanaka. So if you visit Srivilliputtur Andal temple, if you watch the pillar sculptures, there is one sculpture where there is a Rama sculpture in one pillar. In the next pillar, Lakshmana with a drawn sword, the sword placed on the breast of a Rakshasi, and with her nose cut off. So this version of the story, it looks like that's how it was popular in Tamil Nadu. So Kamban has put that. And then, so if we see the difference here in Kamban, the disfiguring happens. It's an instant action born out of rage from Lakshmana, because he is battling out the intruder. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know the backstory at all. He just sees a Rakshasi leaping towards Sita. Immediately he comes and so that's how changed this narrative this way. And in the inimical talk session, there was a discussion about the quantum of punishment for the crime. What kind of punishment should be given? She just came and proposed to Rama. So why should Rama order Lakshmana to just cut her nose and ears? As a very small crime and such a big punishment. See, that kind of question may arise. But Kamban has never given room for even such a question to arise. So he has made Lakshmana do this himself as an instant reaction in self-defense. So this is a very important difference here. And then Shurpanaka starts a very big lamentation, what we call Pulambal in Tamil. And these Pulambal songs are very nice. I'll just read out one. Uranerindu vilayennai udaithurundi mookkarind நரனிருந்து தோள் பார்க்க நான் இருந்து புலம்புவதோ கரனிருந்த வனமன்றோ இவை படவும் கடவேனோ அறனிருந்த மலை எடுத்த அண்ணாவோ அண்ணாவோ அறனிருந்த மலை எடுத்த அண்ணாவோ அண்ணாவோ brother, oh brother, அண்ணாவோ அண்ணாவோ, you hefted Shiva's hill, but in this forest, that is Kara's domain, and Nara, this is Kara's Rajyam, but a Nara, a mere man, has kicked me around, cut off my nose. All I can do is just wail and wail. கொல்லீரும் படைக்கும் பகருணனை போல் குவலயத்துள் எல்லீரும் உறங்குதிரோ. I thought only Kumbhakarna was sleeping in our clan. All the Rakshasas, are all of you sleeping? Can't you hear my wails? Come to my rescue. So big lamentation. There are some 10-15 verses of this kind. And at this point, Rama comes. Okay, now Rama comes. He converses again with Shurpanaka. Lakshmana is there. He explains why her nose was cut off and all that. And then after this explanation, why did you do this? Rama asked Shurpanaka. Then she says, ஏற்றவளை வரிசிலையோன் எம்பாமுன் இகல் அரக்கி சேற்றவளை தன் கணவன் அருகிருப்ப சினம் திருகி சூற்றவளை நீர் உழக்கும் துறை கெழுநீர் வளநாடா மாற்றவளை கண்டக்கால் அழலாதோ மனம் என்றார். She says that சேற்றவளை மாற்றவளை is a nice word, Shabdalankara. Oh hero, haven't you ever come across, even in frogs, a jealous frog, it provoked to rage at seeing another frog near her mate? So I considered you as my mate, and she is like Matravalai. She is a co-wife for me. So won't I be, will my rage boil upon seeing her? What I did was very natural. Where is the heart that is not inflamed by the sight of a co-wife? She says this. Then Rama says, see, this kind of talk, useless talk, stop this. We have come here to destroy the entire Rakshasa race. Do you know? You are a thorn in this holy forest. Rama warns her, but the Rakshasi, so she is still madly in love. See, in Kamban, even after her nose cut off and all this happened, she is still madly in love, uh, madly in lust, rather. Uh, but again she tries to woo Rama. Oh, you have come here to destroy Rakshasas? That's very good. I know all their ways. Pambinkal Pambariyum. Only a snake knows how the other snake goes. I will be a very big help to you in your mission. He says, Mapporil Purangapin, Van Sumandu Selavallen, Tupola Kanivaga, Palavum Suvayudaya Taravallen, Kapore Kati Ni Karidi Tarven, Ipupolum Melialal, Purleno. See, I can be of big help to you in your fight with Rakshasas. I can protect you in a fight. I will carry you to the sky so you can fight better with the Rakshasas. Huh? Why hate those who are there to guard you? I can give you whatever you want. This fragile flower, useless. What can she give you? So she points to sea. Then she says, and Rama keeps looking at her. What happened to this Rakshasi? Then she says, see, you cut my nose off. Now I look very ugly. Okay? Bhagyamundi enin adanal penmaikor paludundo mekkuyarum nedumukku mangayarku migayandro. See, if a woman has a very long nose, everyone keeps making fun of her, Nilamukku, like that. So that's why you have cut off my nose, so that it is cut to size. And then she says, likes and dislikes are all in the mind. I can fashion a new nose for myself. You accept my love. My whole life is yours. And then the whole thing is over. The drama is getting over. Foolish woman, stop at once. Otherwise, we will kill you. Then Lakshmana says, Rama says this. And Lakshmana starts drawing his arrows. And then Shurpanaka thinks that, okay, if we stay more, these people are going to kill us. And she ran away. So this is how the Shurpanaka Patalam of. I have spent a lot of time giving you a glimpse of how it is in Kamban. So now I'm not going to get into analysis here. So one thing I want to point out, the full circle of Shurpanaka's one-sided negative love. That's what Kamban has portrayed here. So first there is the enthusiastic build-up. Unlike Valmiki, the Shurpanaka seeing Rama's beauty, she herself becoming a beautiful woman, all that very, very enthusiastic build-up. And then her passion, very possessive and very perverted. There is both possessiveness as well as perversion in her, in the way she expresses her lust or love to Rama. And then the agony of loss, when she knows she is not going to get Rama. The desperation, and the desperation turning into vengeance, and then she plotting to seek revenge. So this whole gamut of emotions Kamban has built up in a very, very absorbing style. So if you really want to analyze Virodha Bhava from these aspects, so we can go into each of these. So how that's what we see in Shurpanaka. It is certainly not a very prescriptive form of love for anyone, but such things happen. We have a lot of examples in the real history, real life, and even among some of the people whom we know, such a thing happens. So another thing about Kamban's narration, if we see this, so it is not exactly like Valmiki, but it does not in any way affect the overall integrity of the Kavya. See, Kamban has just taken this episode, one episode, he has deviated from Valmiki to make it more like a Navarasa Nataka. If you really see, all rasas are there in this. There is Hasya Rasa, Karuna Rasa, even Vibhatsa Rasa, and everything. So he has made it into a Navarasa Nataka, this one single episode. And with that, so this way, so it's not like changing a main narrative of Valmiki, but taking just one episode and embellishing it in a very grand manner. So this we see as a quality of Kamban compared to many other Ramakatha writers who who change the whole course of the story, who bring in some new things like Maya Sita episode and things like that, right? Kamban never does such kind of things in this whole epic. But the individual episode, he takes it and dramatizes it. And with that, I end my talk. If we have time for questions, we can take.
Just to add a little bit of a small thing. In Ramayana also, here Valmiki Maharshi says, Shurpanaka with the rage, she charges towards Sita.
Right.
That is when Rama stops her and asks Lakshmana to, give her own punishment and stuff.
Yes.
So that is also beautifully explained. Kamban also has taken it.
Yes.
Just want to add it.
Yeah. True.
The introduction was very fantastic regarding Virodha Bhava. So perhaps we need some a separate lecture for this. Yeah, some discussion lecture. Maybe it can be for an hour, but we don't have time now in this conference. The topic first 10 minutes. Okay. Yes. The another thing just to share, Shurpanaka assumed the form of beautiful woman. Kalidasa narrates in that way only.
Right.
So, anybody else? Okay, it's very nice.
Sitaram, very vivid, lively description. I think you spoke about how Surpanaka's entire approach. I think you were talking about how persuasive she was also. I mean, towards the end, even after getting disfigured, I think how she was even then hoping that he will still accept. One of the thoughts when I was listening to you was also, especially in this Virodha Bhava conversations, is also to be aware of these kind of temptations or loopholes which might be possible. One of the key takeaways for us, one of the learnings for us is it could happen in different forms for us in our real life also. In terms of this elaboration, is Kamban also trying to convey something like that? Beware of these kind of things at various points of time. That's also a caution. Is that also coming through in some spaces?
See, yeah, those kind of, we can always look at every literature that we study as what is there in it for me, kind of lesson-oriented approach. But, I am, okay, literature is one of my primary passions. Let me confess that, rather than things like self-improvement or personal management or management, these kind of things. Those are a bit distant for me. Literature is my primary passion. So what I think is that the Kavi has its own play of his feelings and emotions. It is just his vivid imagination and how much he immerses in the epic. So obviously before writing his epic, Kamban is immersed in Valmiki. And as Ranganji rightly said, Kalidasa has already portrayed Surpanaka as a beautiful woman. So it's very much possible that Kamban studied Kalidasa also. Because Kalidasa was such a great Kavi all over India, his fame was spread. So in Tamil Nadu, it's very much probable that Kamban studied Kalidasa also and took cues from his Kavya to this. So see, it is not just this episode. I read out that quote at the very start, right? So Kamban always looks for opportunity to dramatize every episode. I mean, even the Vali Rama Samvada, Kamban takes it into a slightly different plane than Valmiki. Okay, and even episodes of Ayodhya Kanda or even Guha, the Guha episode, the Guha Bharata Milan, Kamban dramatizes and peaks. I mean, he always takes every one of these episodes into a peak of emotion. So here also, I think he saw a wonderful opportunity. I think that's what is the inspiration. But what you say, that's also true. So, Rama, so had it been any other hero, it's very much possible that he would have fallen for the seduction of Shurpanaka. Because even some great heroes, we always keep reading about honey trap, right? It's a famous word of late. It's very much probable that in that angle also it can be looked at. Because in Valmiki, she is not trying to honey trap Rama, right? So she, as a Rakshasi, very crudely she approaches and proposes him. But here she comes like this. So, yeah, there are lessons to be learned from that. Though that may not be the intent of the poet.
That's actually a very, very nice way of looking at things. So that in that way, ultimately it also helps us to understand though such traps are there,
Yes.
Rama is not trapped.
Yes.
So that is also learning.
Yes.
And Anna used to say you're a very immersive Kamba Ramayana scholar. So after listening to the entire thing, we could see it. So just one small request of all the similes, of all the literature things, the lovable things you have read in it. Any one particular simile or anything from any gattam you want to share? Not related to this topic, but which had touched your heart in Kamba?
No, there is not one. See,
there should be a lot.
It is
So
like a
one
ocean of. In this itself, that tavam sayat tavam say the tavam. That was a great metaphor. There is one more in the Midilai courtship padalam at the start. So Rama and Lakshmana, this is in Balakanda. Okay. So Rama and Lakshmana are walking towards the Mithila with Vishwamitra, okay, two young boys. So as they approach, again, unlike Kamban, as I said, he is like a cinematographer, right? So everything, so when somebody is actually approaching a spot, he first starts describing the landscape from how they look. So it is like as if he is describing Rama and Lakshmana are traveling, a camera is also traveling with them. So whatever comes in front. So Kamban actually gives a narration. So Rama and Lakshmana are walking. The first thing that they see are the flags fluttering in the big, so the entry point of the Mithila Nagari, right? So in every great city in those days, so when you enter a city, the flags will be fluttering. The flags will signify the symbol of the king. So how the flags fluttering, how does it look like? So Kamban gives a description there. Mayyaru malarin ningi, yam sei madhavattin vandu, அச்செய்யவள் இருந்தாள் என்று செழுமணி கொடிகள் என்னும் கைகளை நீட்டி அந்த கடிநகர் கமலச் செங்கண் ஐயனை ஒல்லை வா என்று அழைப்பதே போன்றதம்மா. So what does this mean? Yam sei madhavattin. So the city thinks, the city of Mithila thinks, I have done great penance. And because of that, Mahalakshmi, she has left her spotless, blemishless lotus flower, and she is now residing in my city. Mayyaru malarin ningi, yam sei madhavattin vandu, seyyaval irundal. So now already Mahalakshmi is in my city. So you are coming. So please come and take her. Like that, the flags are like the hands of the city. Seyyaval irundal endru செழுமணி கொடிகள் என்னும் கைகளை நீட்டி அந்த கடிநகர் கமல செங்கண் ஐயனை ராமா ஒல்லை வா ப்ளீஸ் கம் இன்சைட் என்று அழைப்பதே போன்றதம்மா. It was as if the city with its hands is inviting Rama inside. So this is
Sitaram Jataayu ji, as I said before, your speeches never fail to engage. I mean, I'm scared of breaking the aesthetic mood that you set by saying something. But brilliant, I mean, beautiful play of Kamban's poetry with the sharp insight that you gleaned at the end about how these are all different stages or different phases of Virodha Bhava.
Yes.
Once again, thanks a lot for your.
Thank you.
பத்து நிமிஷம் விராமம், பிரேக்குக்கு அப்புறம் மறுபடியும் இன்னும் ஒரே ஒரு லெக்சர் வச்சுக்கலாம். 1 hour கேப்னு போட்டிருக்கோம் இன்விடேஷன்ல. பட் ஒரு 10 நிமிஷத்துல இன்னொரு ஒரு டாக் இருக்கும், சீதா அண்ட் ஹர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், அதுதான் அடுத்த டாக்கு. அப்புறம் ஒரு லாங் பிரேக்கு, அதுக்கப்புறம் டிராமா இருக்கும். சீதா தான் இன்னைக்கு அவள்லாம் வந்திருக்கா. அந்த அஞ்சட்டி ராமாயணம் டிராமா குரூப், அதாவது அங்க நல்ல அழகான டிராமா அது, நம்ம எல்லாரும் பார்ப்போம். அயோத்தியா காண்ட பாதுகாப்புறதானம் இன்னைக்கு நாடகம். சீதா.